And you saw in that little clip right there what I done. This tank here, it's a replacement. It's well made. Costs $96.80. But it's supposed to be ready to go, so I'm not even going to test this one. I always test it, and they're not drilled. So that's what we're going to do right now, is to get that thing up on there and get everything lined up, and drill some holes in it, put some bolts in it, be done with it. It's what it's brand spanking new. It's really nice. And the tank I took out of that, not this one. Well, this was in the last tank that had this size. I couldn't, we'll go there and look at them. I didn't have that size down in there, and you have to adapt it up to that big size right there. Oh yeah, a little cleanup on that bung thing right there. Well, that'll work quite nicely right there. And the reason you need this little item right here is the distance that this here goes down in that tank that has quarter inch pipe thread right there, and it has to get up to this. Yeah. And we'll get that in there. We'll put a little. So I done put some of this gas oil on there, and I'm gonna put some more on it, and I'm gonna put that down in there, and see if we have and see if we have enough clearance. So. I mean, you know, when you got one of these kind of projects, at some point you have to do this. You know what I mean? And a gas tank, well, oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I'll give you first impressions. See, I done got that in there to that height right there, and when I put this up here, the tab on the front bottoms out on that caster right there. So, but down here down at the bottom, it's about 1/4 of an inch gap in there, right here. So I'm going to have to space it up with some washers, at least 1/4 inch thick spacer on there, because well, the problem is the top of the tank here. The tank's it's too thick. If it was a half inch shorter down that way, it'd be perfect. And then you could use a normal spacer up here with this fitting right here, and it would be in line with a hole in the block. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna run a file in there. Yeah, see, it had some flashing in there from the casting process. I knocked that off of there. Well, it looks much better. I'll put a little primer in there before it's all said and done. I done did that on that Novara. But actually, I may have to take a grinder to that. I'll show you what I mean. Because there's like 5 things here that has to line up all at once. And one of them is a pipe coming out to the front. And I'm going to use this in here to line up with because it's easy to get a hold of. But I'll show you what I mean. Okay, see that pipe started in that hole there, but when you try to put everything together, the pipe hits the block right there, and there's an 1/8 inch gap between you. But there's still, pushing it up as far as you can go, there's still some distance across here, so you can adjust it to the center of the hole like that right there, which we'll do, which will bring that out to about 1/4 inch, and that down yonder is looking like about 1/4 of an inch to make it level sitting in there, if everything else lines up. And so the other pipe that has to be in unison to all this is the drain pipe over here. Let's see, if I had a shorter one, but I'm going to be taking it out and in. So this is just for line up purposes right here. Okay, see, it started pretty easy right there. It ain't binding nowhere yet. So now we got to get the pipe coming out here to come down to your fuel pump. So if we can get this started in there, then we're gonna be good. But I'm gonna look in there and see where that looks. Oh yeah, it's way down that way. So it's gonna have to come up this way quite a bit. And that pipe over yonder is hitting on that side, so it may not come up there. But I'm gonna stick this in there and try to get it in the hole. Okay, I need to look at it again. Oh yeah. Okay, there's that started where it's at. So okay, it was in there the first time. So okay, everything clears quite nicely. Like this can be in the center of the hole. That one can, and I'm going to need a 1/4 inch. Okay, 1/4 inch. Okay, something else I have to take. Yeah, okay, we'll get that step drill out and drill. We'll drill us a hole in them two things right there. Okay, we'll go drill us a hole in there. We'll run us, and we'll deburr that right there and see if it'll fit. spacer and bolt that thing up underneath that crankcase right there. Fits quite well. All the plumbing is, it's within spec, let's say. So we can carry on with this project now. And let's I'll show you. The pipe coming from the top of the tank comes down to the fuel pump, and this one branches off for the field pipe. Now let's set it up right, see what it looks like.